Okay, so today I'm working on a 2005 Saab 9.3 linear, and you see there I have the little warning message come up on the screen saying right low beam failure. Well, this car's had this same problem for quite a while now, and I'm finally getting around to fixing it. So let's shut it down and go out and I'll show you what's going on with it. Now, you might have seen this before. I would imagine that it's probably a common thing on these cars. And it looks like the reason for the problem really comes down to the wiring. There's some of the factory wiring there, the yellow and the brown. And it looks to me like the wire's just too thin for the amount of current that it has to carry. So my guess is that, you know, because the wires are overloaded, they overheat, the connectors melt, and then eventually someone replaces it, which is what happened with this car. So it was replaced with this connector here, which is just an aftermarket headlight adapter. Trying to get it to focus there. There we go. And you can see inside there where the two terminals are, you know, they're spread open a bit, and, you know, bit of corrosion. They're kind of loose inside the plastic housing there. So I figured, you know, hey, I could tighten it up and whatnot, but instead I'll just get new connectors, which is what I did. So, got these connectors, aftermarket, and thought they'd be right. You know, they came up in the parts catalog for the right car, but here's actually the number that I got. And as it turns out, they're universal. They're not actually specifically for this car. So, you know, I went and installed it here. The wiring's much thicker. The connectors look like they're tighter inside the plastic, and it feels better when I actually hook it all together, but there's still a problem because when you go to put these metal clips together, this is supposed to go in there like that, and then you see that square hole there and that square hole there. They're actually supposed to connect to the plastic socket, but you can see there's only this little push button on this side, and there's no clips to hold in the squares on the sides. So obviously I'm going to need to go to the dealer and get the right ones to fix this properly, but in the meantime the car has to drive, and it has to drive at night, so you need to have headlights that work. But anyway, you know, this is, put this down for a sec. This is how the fix goes. I'm going to have to line up this little tab right here with the flat spot on the bulb right there, and then just push the two together and make sure that they line up. This metal clip should still be able to hold it into the housing properly, but it's really not the right way to do it. It should be clipped right here onto the plastic connector to hold it in there really secure. The other thing is, when you go to put this in, you have to make sure there's the mount on the back of the headlight lens. You have to make sure that that little metal tang right there has to go in the bottom and fit inside that groove. So when I go to put this in, it's a bit awkward trying to do this and hold the camera at the same time. There it goes. There we go. So anyway, yeah, that's in there. It looks like it's going to hold. I just don't know how long it's going to actually stay for. So I might end up having to go to the dealer and get a replacement connector to really do this the right way. And then I'm going to have to tuck all this wiring down inside here like it was. then, of course, the Saab headlight boot. Got to put that back in to keep moisture and other dirt and stuff out of here. Okay, there we go. So, real quick, let's go back inside and make sure that warning message goes away. Make sure the headlight actually turns on and works. Looks good. No warning message. Let's go out and see if it's actually turned on. Well, that one's on. And that one's on. Alright, cool. So, looks like at least temporarily it works. So if anything happens, of course, I will update the video and let you know if I have to do the factory fix route. One more thing. I want to thank Saab's engineers for putting the low side service port of the AC system all the way down below the air intake box. They put the high side fitting nice and accessible right up top here and stuck the low side down here, so you got to pull the air cleaner apart when you want to work on the AC system. You know, instead of maybe putting it right here. But anyway, so if you've had this problem, if you fixed it and found a way around it that is similar to this, or if you have any questions or comments, please post them below. And thanks for watching.